In my previous video, I introduced you my fast track to becoming an interior designer and construction project leader. Today, we dive into Module 1, Foundations and Mindset, mastering those foundations ethos before you learn anything about design and construction. Once you master these principles, you will be able to navigate challenges in every area of life and always land it on your feet. If we haven't met, I am Tam Wynn, an interior designer and construction project manager with 16 years experience in design and construction, including leading a kitchen renovation for an NBA player, Aaron Gordon, for the Denver Nuggets. And this is my masterclass. I didn't go to design school until I was 35. After walking away from restaurant business, one of the first class I took was called Learn How to Learn. Looking back now, that title feels almost prophetic because what most schools never teach us is how to actually to learn about ourselves. They don't teach us how to think creatively, create a vision, set meaningful goals, take smart risks, stay calm under pressure, and solve real-world problems when everything else falls apart. And that's exactly what this module is about. When I started my own design firm, I had only 90% theory from school and almost no hands-on experience. It was a lot of pressure, but I always been built for pressure. Here's laying the groundwork. We began this journey by developing a powerful vision for your design career, defining your income goals, your dream clients, the project you want to take on, and the impact you want to make in this world. Then you will create your own vision board of the lifestyles and the legacy you want to build. In my class, small thinking and limited beliefs are never allowed. You are here to design a life as intentionally as you design a space. Once your vision is clear, we break it down into actionable goals, step by step, giving you the clarity and structure to move forward with confidence. From there, we'll dive into one of my favorite exercise, finding your why. As John Maxwell say, find your why and you find your way. To learn how to rewire your mindset, eliminate limiting beliefs, and create a new internal blueprint for your success. And finally, I will help you build a one-page business plan, your roadmap for your design business you're about to launch or scale. Lesson 1. Establish your vision. If you don't have a clear vision, you end up reacting to whatever comes your way, mistaking it for opportunity. Instead of intentionally creating opportunities that truly benefit you and others. So here's my focus. Define your personal vision, brand, and specialization. Create clarity around who you are becoming as a designer. Build a brand that communicates trust, leadership, and confidence. So here's my story. From being a restaurant owner to design visionary. Tam Interiors didn't happen by accident. The original concept began as a class project. I was older than most classmates. They were in their early 20s. I was in my mid-30s and knew exactly what I wanted. So when it was time to work as a team project, none of my teammates knew what kind of business they want to build. So they voted me as a team leader, and I take advantage of this opportunity and treat this assignment like a real venture, not just for grade. And Tam Interiors was born. That project became the business plan for Tam Interiors, and then it became my reality. A lesson in vision. Many successful entrepreneurs didn't start with external validation, they start with conviction. We all know Fred Smith, founder of FedEx. He wrote his business plan in an economic class and received a very low grade. And then Todd Graves, founder of Raising Kings, received the lowest grade and struggled to secure funding for his first restaurant. Tadao Ando, my favorite architect, a self-taught Japanese architect renowned for minimalist mastery of light and concrete. And then the American designer, Joanna Gaines, built her success on passion, perseverance, and hands-on experience rather than formal credentials. And then Sister Parish. Sister Parish was an American interior designer who started her business at 23 with no formal training and went on to famously help redecorate the White House for the Kennedy family in the 1960s. Her career launched in 1933 during the Great Depression, and she became known for her American country style. And Dorothy Draper opened one of the first interior design firms in 1925 and revolutionized the field with fearless style. I chose to share the story of these designers, decorators, and their success stories to prove to you that you don't need a six-figure debt with a fancy degree to be successful in this business. What you need is an identity of who you are as a designer and what you want to be known for. For example, Dorothy Draper, she is well known for an anti-minimalist. That's why you see her design is so extravagant with colors, patterns, the opposite of my style as a designer, a minimalist. Some of her design, the color scheme looks so distorted to me, but it was well designed and I can appreciate her taste and her clients love them. So that's what I will help you is to become a specialist, what you want to be known for. Similarly to a family physician versus a surgeon. The family physician, their fees is of course a lot less than a surgeon. So if you want to become a generalist designer, your fee might be $150 per hour versus a specialist designer could charge anywhere between $350 up to $500 per hour or more. I myself, I specialize in the restaurant renovation and commercial kitchen design because I am a specialist. So my clients are not only the restaurant owners, but also architects, engineers, and general contractors. So again, you don't need a prestigious degree to succeed in this business. You just need vision, resilience, commitment, and the courage to start. I struggled throughout my high school years and college. The only classes I excelled were arts related. Even though the classroom wasn't my favorite environment, but I've always been a student of life. My best lessons came from experience, trial and errors, sweat, and faith. After being laid off just 18 months into my first job, I started 10 interiors with 90% theory and very little field experience. I didn't know how I make it work. So I volunteered with the AIA, USGBC, and ASID organizations to get my foot in the door and slowly ask for business. I also walked onto construction sites and asked superintendents to teach me how things are built from the drawing board to reality. And to my surprise, I fell in love with construction. Seeing how things are built helped me anticipate problems and prevent them from design development phase. From then on, I became a designer builder. And that's where the real income and impact live. So here's the key message. Your vision doesn't have to start crystal clear. It has to start with honest and open mind with flexibility for adaptation. The path reveals itself the moment you take the first courage to accept. So here's the action step. Vision clarity exercise. Number one, impact statements. Write down sentence describe the impact you want your design work to have on others. Number two, the emotional North Star. List 3 feelings you want your clients to experience in your spaces. Number 3, future snapshot. List 5 images and words that represent your dream, career, and lifestyle. Number 4, create a vision board. Assemble these elements into your vision board and places where you see it daily. This concludes Module 1, Lesson 1. Please tune in for Lesson 2. The reason why I am creating this course, Interior Design and Construction Project Management, because as we all know, the American education system in this country is failing. Most design students, including myself, spend 4 years of our time with a six-figure debt and ended up with a minimum salary between $40,000 to $60,000 a year. We could barely pay our student loan. So there is a need for a real hands-on, real-world training experience in this field. Remember, the real income is not in the design fee alone. It's in construction project management. So if you or someone you know could benefit from this program, a 9-month program with hands-on experience, please pass on my video and click on the link below in the description box and book a 30-minute strategy call with me. It is a free call. Thank you for watching, and I see you in the next video.